Blog Talk Radio.
Following ingredients include a look behind the scenes. Cook uncovered until hot. Add grooves to taste.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl.
The accident was over a year ago. A second woman has been elected president. The 12th planet has been named in the solar system. The last wild polar bear has died. I slept through it all. I was here for my waking. He called it a beginning. He said it was good. I think he may have thought that anything I did was good.
Welcome to Transition Radio with your host, Angelo. A show for trans folks by trans folks, here to let your voice be heard.
Well, hello, and good evening, and welcome to Transition Radio, live from the land of enchantment, Silver City, New Mexico. I am Angelo, your host. But before I start the show, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, thebreastformstore.com. They have everything you can imagine to enhance your feminizing needs. And the amazing Dr. Barton Madadosian, a facial feminization specialist based out of Jupiter, Florida. Please visit our website and click on their banner and tell them Transition Radio sent you. Also, please check out Katie Leon, one of our advertisers, who is an amazing author with many books to choose from. Please also support Transition Radio by clicking the donate button. No small amount is too small. In fact, we do have a gifting, and if you go into the gifting area, it breaks down how much you donate would be depending on the gift you're going to receive. Also, I want to mention the GoFund that right now we have Tom Moore, and this will be his last week. I'm looking for new guys with GoFund accounts or girls who want to be featured on the landing page. And if you send me your information as why should I have you on the front page of transitionradio.net to transitionradioshow@gmail.com, and I will put your picture and your link directly to your GoFund account. Also, Gay Live Television is growing, and there are many exciting things coming our way. They have created a social media group which will have no censorship or Big Brother watching like many other social media that we know. This is an LGBT and our ally community, so please join us by going to http://socialdatgay.tv/?XGI equals GU4PBU capital ALICMI8 lowercase j. Anyway, if you visit my Facebook page, or I'll actually put something on the website where you could go in and join the amazing social media group that they've created. So, in the trans news this week, and folks, anytime you like, please call in at 646-716-6895. That is a pretty packed show, but I always welcome your questions, your comments, or concerns. Again, that's 646-716-6895. In the trans news this week, as I started saying, Kate Von Roeder, death. Transgender woman leaves heartbreaking suicide note on Facebook. Kate Von Roeder purchased a shotgun last week and began posting cryptic countdowns to her Facebook page. And on Thursday, she followed through with plans. She said, had been made for a long, long time. In the note, Von Roeder explained that transitioning was too difficult, writing, I should have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Not because I'm not trans, but because I didn't have a fraction of the personal strength to succeed at it, unlike some of the amazing trans people I've been privileged to know. The note garnered immediate response from Facebook friends who pleaded with Kate to call a suicide hotline or respond to their calls. But within 4 hours of posting the note on Facebook, police confirmed that Kate Von Roeder had committed suicide. This is something that is extremely sad. There are many of our transgender brothers and sisters who have executed such motion. I've often said, not everyone is meant to transition. It takes a lot to endure thick skin to deal with the situations we are faced with. Some of us are just, I don't know, we wear our feelings on our sleeves more than others, and it's hard. It is very, very hard. So this is something that I plead with a gender specialist. Please, please. I know it's not easy to detect who is a candidate or not for transitioning, but there's got to be a better way, because we are losing too many brothers and sisters, not only to the hands of others, but to our own hands. Also in the trans news this week, Chef Marcus Peter Volk killed, dismembered, and cooked girlfriend in Tenerife apartment. Yes, you heard right. Cooked girlfriend. Mayang Pacheco, believed to be a transgender prostitute, is believed to have been killed, dismembered, and cooked by her chef boyfriend, Marcus Peter Volk, 28 years old. Police discovered a body part in a pot of the stove of his Commercial Road apartment on Saturday night. Residents reported hearing loud arguments coming from the apartment up to a week ago and a foul smell since Thursday. Volk fled the unit when officers arrived. His body was found shortly after in a nearby Dath Street with a fatal self-inflicted throat wound. That just freaked me out when I read that earlier today. And I was like, wow, what would actually get someone to do something of that nature? That is, I mean, yeah, I can't even find the words. I mean, bad enough you're going to kill your girlfriend, but then cook her and then take his life. I mean, it was just like how many, wow. I'm speechless with that, and I'm sure that this is something that you possibly would see on a horror film. You never kind of realize that something like this could actually really happen, like Dexter maybe, you know, or it's crazy stuff. Anyway, I've often get asked this question: is being vegan healthy? Well, yes and no. Yes, if you follow a good nutritional plan, if you're eating enough nutrients. One of the things about being vegan is that there's a lot of food that have a lot of water content. Vegetables and fruit are very high in water, so they fill you up rather quickly. So it means you have to teach yourself to eat a lot. For instance, when I was a raw vegan, I would down 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. And do you know how much fruits and vegetables that is for you to down? A lot. When you finish your meal, your stomach just protrudes out because there's so much fiber and water inside the food content that you are like busting. But the good thing is that you get all this wonderful energy. It's not like when you eat turkey meal on Thanksgiving and you just want to lay down in bed or lay down on the couch and just comatose. It's totally different. Your body learns to assimilate these quickly acting nutrients in your system, in your cells. Your cells just like gobble it up with such excitement. And it gives you such great mental clarity, great bowel movement. I know too much information, but the majority of people are constipated in the world, and hence a lot of the diseases, bad breath and problems, acne and all that stuff that we get, plus all the dairy that creates mucus. I mean, we create 99.9% of our own diseases, but we don't want to take responsibility. And then, of course, the pharmaceutical companies, which is another show on its own, just loves that so they could just put you on a pill for life because that's a mortgage payment, and these people are making trillions out of our poor health. So is being vegan healthy? Yes, it is. You just have to know how to eat right. Another famous question is, where do you get your protein? Well, where do you get your protein? You think that because you're eating a 12-ounce steak that you're getting lots and lots of protein? Think again. That food that you're actually eating has been void of nutrients after you've cooked it and killed it. And do you know how that animal was raised? Watch a movie or a documentary called Food Inc. The next time you want to eat a little bit of Kentucky Fried Chicken or anything of that nature, or anything that has to do with animal, just take a look at how they treat these cows, how they treat the hens, the chickens. It's something so terrible that you're getting all that suffering, plus you're not getting any nutrients because they've been injected with all sorts of stuff. Plus, once you cook your food, you're voiding something that was supposed to have like a 3-ounce piece of steak. It has 30-something grams of protein. Think again, it has not. And the amount of water your body requires to really break down that protein and try to get into your system, and never mind the fact that your intestines are like 10 times larger than the average carnivorous animal, which is only 3 times the size of their body, which is easier to digest, break down, and get it inside your system. So I get my protein from my fruits and vegetables. Do you know that a fruit is a complete micronutrient breakdown? It has all the fat you need, all the protein, and all the carbohydrates you need, plus added water. Spinach has pound for pound more protein than a piece of steak. You don't believe me? Google it. Find out. There's a lot of stuff out there that the dairy and the meat creators or companies, organizations, whatever, don't want you to know. So those throw out some curveballs and lies and make people believe that you need protein. How many people do we know that actually have died from lack of protein? Really? There's no such thing. So anyway, don't believe me. Do your homework and do a fair amount of homework. Don't just go by whatever the dairy company tell you or the meat company tell you, because that's the business. They want you to eat meat and drink dairy. But look at the ramifications. Look around you. Look at how many of us are so sick. Well, today's main topic is astral projection. What is it, and how do you do it? Now, a lot of people really ask me. I get a lot of emails, and they've compared it to lucid dreaming. And I want to break down the difference between both. Is it necessary to do one without doing the other? All that I'm going to answer for you now. Well, let's compare lucid dreaming and astral projection so that you'll see how distinctly separate these two experiences are. Very exciting stuff, too. Lucid dreaming, you are asleep. Your experience is a dream. Your location, wherever you wish it to be, desert, ocean, future, past, mom's house, etc. Your consciousness is still inside your body. You can control the environment and characters when the experience is over. You simply wake up. Voila. And this is very interesting because until you've actually experienced this, that you are aware that you are dreaming. And when you are aware that you are dreaming and then you get to have control of your dream, this is the greatest. I mean, it's fun, beyond fun. I've been doing this since I was a kid. Believe it or not. And I thought everybody was able to do this, so I asked a couple of people in my life, and they're like, what? You can control your dream? When I'm having a really bad nightmare or something and I just want out, I just change the whole scenario in that dream, and then I wake myself up. It is an amazing, amazing thing to be able to accomplish, and it's not hard. You go into your actual dream state letting yourself know that you are in control of your dreams. Now let's talk a little bit about astral projection. You awaken. You are awake, literally. Then you project. Your experience is real. Your experience begins in your bedroom or wherever your body is. Your consciousness is outside of your body, and your body is left with none. You can manipulate your environment in the astral realm somewhat, but you cannot control the actions of the inhabitants of the astral plane. And trust me, I've had some scary experience doing this with other entities or deities or whatever the heck you want to call them in the astral plane. And when you come out of this and you return back to this dimension, you are so tired. When the experience is over, you return to your body and merge your consciousness back into it. Do you have to know how to lucid dream in order to astral project? Many people ask. No. You could potentially learn astral projection without ever learning lucid dreaming. There are some people who can simply lay down on a couch and in a couple of minutes totally separate out of their body. It's difficult, but possible. The skill of being able to project your consciousness out of your body is something that can be practiced to a point where you could potentially leave your body while dining at a restaurant or sitting in a movie theater. However, I can definitely say that being an accomplished lucid dreamer will help you learn astral projection. Mastering the art of lucid dreaming comes with a great side effect. You learn how to wake your mind up while keeping your body asleep. And that is a skill you definitely need for conscious astral projection. In order to separate out of your consciousness from its shell, your body, you need to learn how to move your consciousness out of your body and into your astral vehicle, as it's called. Your astral vehicle is simply your astral body. Think of it like putting your consciousness into a ghostly body, but it will do. It's quite simple, but it will do for now. So once you've become a master at keeping your body asleep while your mind is totally awake and conscious, you're halfway there. So how does astral projection take place, you ask? Well, the best and easiest way to learn how to astral project is to learn lucid dreaming first. What you want to do is end your lucid dream with the intent to astral project. As you wake up, you'll notice your body is totally paralyzed for a few moments. And that can be very scary. The first time, as an adult, because as a kid I never had any fear, but as an adult, that paralyzing moment is a very scary thing. I mean, I've tried, move my arm, and I'm and it's just nothing. Nothing's happening. This is to prevent you from acting out your dream. In this state, you want to raise your vibration. You might hear a high-pitched whine or feel a buzzing in your body. And then stretch your astral body out of your physical body. It will feel like you're moving your physical body. It's supposed to. This is because you're leaving your body, literally. All of you, literally, every single part of you is leaving your body. And so it will feel like you're simply stretching out and standing up. But when you look down, you'll see your body still lying on the bed. Kind of freaky stuff. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking they simply cast their awareness outside of their body and experience a dual consciousness, or imagine they're getting up out of their body. No. When you successfully leave your body, it will feel like all of you standing up while your body's still lying on your bed. You will not feel like you're still lying in bed. You will not feel like you're dreaming. You will literally feel like you got out of bed and are standing beside it. You will look down at your body and recognize it, but you will not feel your arms lying on the covers. You will not feel your head on the pillow. You will only see it. You may feel a pull or tug. However, this is your astral cord, you heard right, your astral cord, trying to get you back into your body, like the umbilical cord, where you feel safe. Because let me tell you, the first dozen times you go to astral project, you will want to get back into your body right quick. It's a scary thing at first because it's not something we're used to. But get as far away from your body as fast as you can, and the tugging sensation will dissipate very rapidly. When you're ready to go back to your body, no worries. Just think about it, and your cord will snap you right back. And if you get into trouble out there, and sometimes you do, because it's like when you go scuba diving, the deeper you go, the more beautiful it is. You're in this disbelief, this awe state that you could get yourself in so much trouble that your oxygen tank runs out and you could die. So this is like, you're like a kid in a playground for the first time experiencing things that you have never experienced. So if you do get in trouble, call for the angels or your spirit guide to help you. They'll get you back where you belong. One of the things I always do before I astral project, I always call out to my guardian angel or my higher self, and I have this particular, I don't like to use the word prayer, but this particular meditation that I do so that I have this connection. It's like, Roger, I'm coming up, that's just not what I say, but it's to the extent that I'm coming, make sure, you got my back, that kind of thing, so that if ever I get myself into trouble, because I'm very adventurous, and when you're in this kind of plane, astral plane, it is the most amazing experience you could ever experience. And the things that you see, because you're no longer bound by your five senses, You're like a light beam, and it's incredible. Both are very fun. Lucid dreaming plus astral projection. Again, they're two different things, and it helps to learn to do one so that the other becomes easier. But, you know, it's like the movie The Matrix where, I forgot the name of the character, he was able to do all sorts of stuff, and he was master in his realm. And I think also, if you become a master in lucid dreaming, when you're astral projecting, it gives you that little sense of more power, I guess, or safety, and you don't feel as scared and not as much as chanting around or going around grounds that you're not used to. Anyway, this is a very interesting stuff, and you guys have more questions regarding that, please feel free to call in at 646-716-6895. Trying to get you guys to really participate instead of just sending me the emails all the time. You know, I know some of you are shy and don't want your voices heard, but there's also a chat room that's available for you, so you could chat the questions, and I would read the questions and answer them for you. Anyway, transition. Is it for everyone? The latest was an MTF in England who expects Britain, the insurance, national insurance, to pay for detransitioning. You know, folks, come on, really. I mean, first we expect insurance to pay for our transitioning, then we expect for them to pay for the detransition. They're going to think we're all crazy and they're going to take us serious. I really, truly believe that we need to delve deeper into this whole thing. We need to really learn who we are. Are we really meant to transition? You know, is this really what we are meant to do? Maybe there's just that gnawing feeling of our other side. You know, I believe we have a male and a female side. Everybody does. It's part of the yin and the yang, you know, positive, negative, the duality world we live in. So there's a yearning of this other side of us, and many of us say, well, I've never been a girl, so, you know, and we go through this, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not judging. You're allowed to express and feel how you want, but my belief is we all have a duality. And that one duality that's been laying dormant because we were told from the time we're little, stop being so masculine if you were born a girl, or stop being so feminine if you were born a boy. So it's like it's screaming out. It just wants to come out so bad that, you know, once we do, it's like, But then we're like, the other side goes, hey, hello, did you forget me? And then the hardship that we face. So it makes it all too difficult. But we can't sit there and continue the demands that we are doing because it's just like, it's really messing things up. Next topic, gift of the healer that once needed healing. Shamans don't just become shamans, although we have this capability or shamanism from the time we're little, but we've had to go through a lot of healing. In order for us to be able to help heal others, we have had the need to heal. And this is a very famous source, what's the word I'm looking for? Famous known fact, even in tribal times. Most shamans were very ill, whether it was emotionally, physically, you name it, and they had to go through a major healing. It was almost like a major rebirth in order to be able to help others with their healing. And there's a lot of information regarding this. I've done a lot of research on it because shamanism has always been something so amazing for me. It's always interested me from the time I was little. I mean, I remember I used to read all sorts of books, and not just about shamanism, but anything that had to do with ESP, you name it, anything Wiccan, whatever it's called. I mean, I've always been fascinated by the ability that we as spirit beings have, but we're so centered around the materialistic world, and we're so centered around religion, and we're told that it's bad to study these things because, you know, God is a jealous God and all this stuff that they push down our throats, which I truly don't believe in. I believe that we have the capability of doing great things, and if we didn't have them, why would our greater, higher self provide us with these ability and then tell us, no, you can't use it? That's, to me, it's bizarre, but I believe this entire world is very bizarre, and I've often just feel like I don't belong here. Love. What is it actually? You know, a lot of people throw a word around like love, and they don't even really understand. Love is energy. Energy that cannot be contained, energy that cannot be measured, energy that cannot be controlled. It's an energy that looks for another energy, and it's almost like a magnet. And when these two poles unite, there's like this magical energy source that kicks in. You know, we look at love as in a fairy tale. Once upon a time, the prince came and swept the princess off her feet or whatever, and they fell in love and they lived happily ever after. Well, energy has its ups and its downs. They could burn you. Have you ever stuck your finger in a socket, or have you ever done any kind of electrical work and you've gotten zapped? Love hurts. Electricity hurts, and it teaches you things, and it's frequency, and it's greater than what we could even put into words. Love is not a word. It is greater. Our minds can't even fathom it. And when you feel what you feel, love doesn't come from the mind. It comes from the heart. It comes from every cell in your body that conducts this energy source. And it's even hard for me to put into words, but if you just kind of you delve into love and you feel it and you bathe yourself in this energy, you will see you will feel what love is truly all about. Religion. Why the dogma? Religion, in the 3 minutes that I have left, and I'm going to put it in the simplest form. Religion was the first politics. Or, actually, politics created religion so that they could create fear into people, so that they could control them, because it was like the king would say something, but people was like, in religion, people always have this fear about going to hell, burning in hell. It's like, really, whoever came back from hell and say, wow, that hell was really bad, I don't ever want to go there again. Or whoever has gone to heaven and come back and say, wow, all these 7 wives, virgins, and, it's like we really believe these dogmas that have been created to control us from the time we're yay high. And I'll get into religion a little bit more. 30 minutes is not a long time to cover a lot of the things that I put, and I try to give you as much information as possible in this 30-minute time. Hey, guys, please don't forget that I am a certified nutritional consultant, master personal trainer, as well as a life coach and spiritual guide. Please visit the website, www.transitionradio.net, and check out my prices and information on the health fitness section, which is located on the right side of the home page. Donate, support. I provide videos, at least 2 a day, try to educate, bring forth my knowledge, and many of you might think my knowledge is bogus or whatever. That's fine, but I do it out of my heart. I do a lot of research. I do have a degree as an occupational therapist. I'm also a certified nutrition consultant. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I've been spiritual since I was a kid. I've been, like I said, shamanism has been my way of life since I was young, although I didn't know that's what it was called. But I've been a natural healer from that time. Stay tuned this Thursday. I have no guests, but you could actually check me out. It's going to be a real talk with Mark Angelo on the TV. And I'm going to share amazing videos and documentaries, eye-opening stuff that will get you thinking, as I always try to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to share these podcasts with your friends. Tell people about Transition Radio. Anybody that wants to be on the show, have them write me to transitionradioshow@gmail.com. If they have a story to tell, a product to promote, I'm here for you guys that help you get yourself out there. As I said, Gay Live Television is growing leaps and bounds and doing great things. So we're getting bigger and better, and thanks to all of you and your support. So, guys, remember, I love you, but always love yourselves, too. That is so important, and that is key. Here's a song, an original called Gone Too Soon, which is one of my originals as well. Since we're coming up near to Transgender Day of Remembrance, this is a song that I think fits well. Good night, folks. I love you, but remember to love yourselves too.
Lost in a world of perfection, never really seemed to measure up. The fades and shadows are against me. So many times I just want to stop. Was this world made for living? Oh, this pain is just too much. Can someone please stop the beatings and the bullying and stuff? I'm just a child and know no better. My world is meant to be alright, but all I see is war and hatred. Look what you taught us, and now I'm gone. Oh, gone. Too soon through hate. Oh, gone. That is my fate. I don't blame my abusers, for they're victims just like me. It's this world that needs the fixing, and those they think they are privileged. Stop the wars and stop the hating. Change your attitudes and life. You are spreading like a cancer and destroying all of us. I'm just a child and know no better. My world is meant to be alright, but all I see is war and hatred. Look what you taught us, and now I'm gone. Oh, gone. Too soon through hate. Oh, gone. That is my fate. Look within to find your answers. The division has to stop. How many more deaths are needed? Don't you think we've had enough? No more hanging, no more shootings. Let us love and bring an end to the needless deaths and grieving. Planet Earth will soon transcend. I'm just a child and know no better. My world is meant to be alright, but all I see is war and hatred. Look what you and now I'm gone, oh, gone, too soon through hate, oh, gone, that is my fate, oh,